tell me about this deal that you guys got.
So this is like a bucket 3 property. Like we grabbed this one and we were just like, okay, now what do we do with it? It's like 7 acres in the middle of town, and it had so much road frontage that we were like, we can't miss this opportunity of splitting it. At first we're like, well, let's just list it. Like we just don't want to go through the hassle of it. And we started listing it, and we just like, it just was in the back of our minds that we could actually just split this and make more money. So we started looking into the process, and the process was actually not as long as we thought it was going to be. It's 7 acres. We bought it for $95,000.
Okay.
And we are going to divide it into 4 different tracts that are pretty much equal.
Okay.
And so I think his total costs were right around $3,500.
Okay.
And what he's going to do is he's going to plot out all the tracks. He's going to go to a couple of the board meetings. His best friend is one of the board members. So
You found
it's
the
like,
right guy.
Yes,
Did you find it through the county? How did you find him?
Actually, when we went through escrow, they found like an old survey from back in the day, and it had a name on it.
Nice.
And so we're like, we wonder if this person is still around and doing surveys, or,
Brilliant.
what have you, because he must be familiar with his property if he surveyed it.
Exactly.
And so we gave him a call, and he was still in business. As soon as we said the property, he's like, oh, I remember that property. And he was like, this is what we're going to need to do. He's like, I think it's a perfect opportunity to split it. He was like, I think 4 tracks. Like he instantly had all these ideas.
That's good. It's a good 1.5 acres each.
Yeah. In the middle
nice.
of town, where all the other lots were more like a 1/2 acre.
Yep.
So these are like big, good lots that you can have. And then he's like, and I know all the process to do it. So one of the things that they require is a perk test, which we normally don't do. And I was kind of huffy about being like, is there any way around this? Because we just don't want to dish out all this money.
Can I go dig a hole and pour water in it myself?
Yeah, right?
I'll videotape the whole thing.
But he's like, oh, no worries. I have one of my friends is a teacher, and on the side gig, he does these tests. And so he's not that expensive. So he sold me on it.
Yeah.
And so we ended up hitting him out there, and all 4 lots are perking for 3-bedroom homes. And we're hoping, so he still has to go to, now that he has the perk test, now he can divide up the lots. And so he's anticipating going to 2 board meetings to get this all passed, 2 or 3. So within the next 3 months, we'll have it all done.
That's great.
And it's going to be great. And then I think
So buy for $95,000. And then what are your other costs? Like how much was he? $3,000?
Yeah, he was just over $3,000. And then the other cost was like $1,200.
So you're all in for like $100 with closing costs, maybe? $105.
Yep, I would say that. Yeah, 100, 105.
Okay.
All in.
Okay.
And so we were looking to see how much these smaller acres were listed for. And you can't find under 2 acres for like $100,000.
Oh.
And so we're thinking of starting.
And now we have 4 of them.
And now we have 4 of them.
Yep.
And so now we're starting to think, like, do we just list them there and like have people counter us lower, or do we move them a little bit faster and list them maybe at like 80 or 90 and just kind of take what comes? So now we have some decisions to make, but it's going to be super profitable, and we are super excited.
That's awesome.